why we want to invest or trade in the markets? The answer is so simple: to make money, to be profitable. So to achieve that goal, it's really boils down to buy low and sell high. For example, you bought at 1 and sold at 2, so you made a $1 profit. Or in another case, if you are a seller, to sell high and buy back at low. So this is the only way we make profits in the market, either to buy low and sell high, or to sell high and buy back low. And this is the goal, or this is the end goal we want to achieve through our learning. To understand this, we have to understand that what is a low price for buying and what is a high price for selling. So this is a question which is not easy to answer and which will take you to practice and learning of around, for some people it's 1 year, 2 years, for some people even it's more. But to understand this, that what is a low price to buy, we have to understand how price behave. Now, in this video, we are going through very, very basic concepts and very, very important concept. I think if we learn these basic concepts properly, then the journey is much, much easier than if we don't learn them properly. So let's see how the prices move. The prices doesn't move like this. For example, it was 1 and now it's 10 and it is in the straight line. Yesterday, you slept, the price was 1, and in the morning, the price is 10. Normally, they don't move like this. Or they don't move like this as well. From 10 to 1, immediately they don't come. It happens sometimes, but that's not the normal case. Normally, how the prices move? The prices move in wave-like patterns like this. Like this. They start slow. For example, 1, they go to 2, they come to 1.5, and then 3, and so on and so forth. And once they come down like this in wave-like patterns. So they starts from 3, they come to 2, then 2.5, again up, then they come like this downwards. So prices move in upward waves and prices move in downward waves. Upward waves we called uptrends. Downward waves we called downtrends. So prices move in waves like patterns, which we call trends. Trends could be uptrends and trends could be downtrends. But this is actually a simplified form. Actually, they don't move in this way. Exactly, they don't follow these patterns. How do they move? Let me explain how do they move in actual price movement. So the price is coming up, it will stop, it will come down, it will spend some time here, and then it will go up, then like this, something like this. So they don't go like, so there's a difference in like this. A simplified form is like this, although it is like this, but they actually move, or they actually take a lot more time to move like this. Sometimes they move parabolic, but then stop and then come parabolic down. But mostly they follow this pattern. So it's very difficult for us to understand that what the price is doing in a particular time. So that's actually really sometimes it's really difficult to understand what's the price is doing, but you have to keep in mind a journal idea that what is price doing. If you see and price is following a journal pattern like this, so the prices are in uptrend. If you see and the price is following a journal pattern like this, the prices are in downtrend. Now there are some phases price move. So let's go a bit further and try to understand some of the more complex movements price make. So the prices do what? The prices starts to come down. Let's say that it's once we enter the market, it's a bear market. I entered to the market in a bear market. So the prices are here now. So what happens? The prices are continually coming down. Here, what happened? The prices stopped to go down and they went sideways. They went sideways. So it was, let's say it was $10 here, and now it is $4. So it's a downward move of 60%. But now it's between 4 and 5 and it's ranging. It goes up, down, up, down. So it's ranging now. So we can say that it's an accumulation phase. And how we say it's an accumulation phase? Because price takes a lot of time here. Price spends a lot of time here. Sometimes 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, 2 years. In case of stocks, sometimes it spends even more time, like 5 years, 6 years it spends. But once this pattern breaks to the upper side, then only we know that that was accumulation. It has to break to the upper side to understand that it was an accumulation. If it breaks to the downside, it was just ranging. And now, for example, it breaks to the upside. Now the price starts to move upside. So this phase is an uptrend. This was a downtrend. This is an uptrend. Now a stage comes when again it started to move sideways. So again here it moves sideways. This stage of the trend is called distribution. If it breaks up, then the trend is still continued. But if it breaks downward and then again starts to wave-like pattern like this, then it's a downtrend again. So we are here again. So the cycle repeats itself. So if you understand this concept only, I guarantee you that you will not lose money in the markets. You will make money in the markets. Maybe you will take time to make money in the markets, but you will make money in the markets. So let me show you this thing, this concept on a real chart. So we have this chart, which is a beautiful representation of accumulation actually. Look, the prices were here. The prices were here when it made it stop. And let me see what was the time that time. It was May 21. So since May 21 until let's see the low, until June 2023, the price moved downward. So it's moving same like we discussed before. Look, until here. Look, in between, I showed you before, in between they are moving all this type of moments are there. But if we generalize the move, it's a wave down move. But here, what happens here? This area, it starts to range. So this phase we can call accumulation. So this is an accumulation phase. So let's see how much this price has come down. And in crypto, let me tell you, in crypto, 80-90% drawdown or price moving down, it's really, really normal. So let me see, just wait, let me see how much the price went down. So from here to here, the price went down 90%. So the Chainlink's price fell from 53 to 5.2 or 5. So it is actually a 90% move down. This is what this cryptocurrencies bear markets are really, really brutal. This is 90% in case of Chainlink, but in other currencies, you will have 99% drawdowns or prices go down up to 99%. So it happens very fast actually in cryptocurrencies that prices go down. And then so let me come back. So this is accumulation phase. So once this phase is done, the accumulation is done. And how long was the accumulation? Let's see. It was the accumulation, the end, it made a low on 15th May 2022, and then it broke through that and the low until June 2023. It's almost a year. It was in the same range of $9.29 and $5. So it moved in between this range for almost a year, and still here it's more than a year. When did it break? October 2023, it broke that level. So this all area, we consider it accumulation zone. So now only, once it breaks, now only we know that this is an accumulation zone. And now what's the price doing? The price is accumulating again. And the possibility is that it will go higher. So it was a downtrend, accumulation, and these type of moves. For example, in a trend, we only will know once this is broken downward and it starts to go downward, then we will say that this is distribution. It is still a distribution, but accumulation is also going on. So because the life cycle for this trend has to be a little bit bigger, it should not end so early. Why? Because this was from previous, we see that it started, the downtrend started in May 2021 and until October 2023. For 2 years, the price did not do anything but down and down and down. But now, October 2023, it started. So we will just have a faith that these prices will go 1 year upward moves is still there. So we are considering, or I'm thinking that it will go a little bit higher. Maybe it will go to 52 or maybe it will break. We never know that, but it can happen. So these are the moves you have to know, that what is price doing. And how you know these moves, you have to study higher highs and higher lows. So what is that higher high and higher lows? Let's switch again to a clean area. Let me clean this also. Now let's see. The price is moving in same wave-like pattern. Now, the price starts from here and it goes here. Let's say it was 1 and it has moved to 2. So it is a higher price than the previous price. But then again, it comes down, but it did not reach the lower price. So it is a low, still low, but it's a higher low with respect to this last price, which was 1. Then the price moved up and made a higher high than this high. Now we have to consider this high as a high. Now the price moved a higher high. And again, the price came down and it made a low. But this low is higher than this low. So we have another higher low. If the price moves in this type of pattern where it makes higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, we call it that the price is in uptrend. And we can buy in uptrend. Whenever there is an uptrend, we can always buy an uptrend with the thinking or with the anticipation that the prices will go more higher. But in the other case, for example, the prices are moving like this. Now, the price was, let's say that the price was here, which is, let's say it's 10. It moved down and made a low. So the price is lower than 10. Let's say, for example, it's 8 or 7 or whatever, but it's obviously lower than the 10. But then again, it moved up because this is how the price moved. And it made another low, but this low is higher than this low. So we will say lower high. Why lower high? Because this was high and this is lower high and this is low. So this is high, this is low, and this is lower high. Now the price moved again and made a lower low than this one. So this is a lower low with respect to which one? With respect to this low. Price again went up and made a lower high with respect to this high. So again, a lower high. So the prices are moving in a pattern where they are continually making lower lows and lower highs. So we say the price is in downtrend. So in downtrend, we always sell. If we are sellers in downtrends, we always sell. So this is the only concept that you have to learn properly and practice it as much as possible to understand the trends, movements, and to profit from the trends. So to summarize, trends move, prices move in trends, and trends are uptrends when there is continuous higher highs and higher lows, and prices move in downtrends and when there is continuously lower highs and lower lows. So this is a basic concept and most of the people ignore this concept. But let me tell you, if you want to succeed in the markets and if you want to trade charts, this is the most important concept that you have to learn. So practice this concept, learn this concept, and your journey will be a lot easier than if you don't learn this concept. I hope that this video was helpful and you learned something